Hi, Premier. Just circling back to that letter you received from retailers, some of the biggest name retailers in Ontario. One of the points they brought up was that they felt shoppers were being funneled into increasingly crowded stores, and they felt that was becoming a health risk. I'm wondering, Premier, do you think those retailers are right or wrong on that point?
Well, I'm not going to knock those retailers. They're great retailers, and I'm glad they're here in Ontario. But the other big box stores are at 50% capacity. So I know we have folks going in there checking to see if they're meeting the 50% capacity. I just got to tell you, if I always have to listen to the chief medical officer of health. I put my business hat on. I'd switch those things open in a heartbeat, but I can't. I have to listen to the health experts. It's proven. It works. And that's how we've been able to move forward all this whole time. You know, I'm a business person. I don't want to close these down, but health trumps my personal belief of doing something. If I didn't listen to health throughout this whole pandemic, we'd be in so deep we'd be under the water big time. And I always will listen to them. I promise you that. I always will listen to them. Do we try to push them a little bit? Yeah, we do, but that's healthy. You have to do that. And I just got to give a shout out to our health team. They're phenomenal. I got to give a shout out to all the docs and the nurses out there. They're incredible. And even when I talk to docs who are not on my health team, they're telling me the same thing. You know, my doc, when I went to go get checked out my back, he says, you're doing the right thing. I know you're getting a little bit of flack kicked back on small businesses, but I can assure the small businesses, I do not want to do it. I have to follow health and the guidance of health. It's a priority, but I'll pass it to the Minister of Health.
Well, it does have to be a priority. We are fortunate in the sense, if there can be anything fortunate about COVID, that Ontario still has the lowest number of cases per 100,000 in all of Canada, in fact, in all of North America, except for the territories and the Atlantic bubble. So something is happening right, and I give great credit to Dr. Williams, our Chief Medical Officer of Health, the Ministry of Health people, Public Health Ontario, Public Health Measures Table. They have guided us in the right direction. It's not without challenge, though. We recognize that. We know that there are many businesses that are suffering, but health has to be number one, because we won't have a booming economy if we don't have healthy people here in Ontario. So we need to keep moving forward with it. As to some of the other larger stores being overcrowded, they are open at 50% capacity. And there are people that are checking on that because, again, you don't want too many people around in an inside space. That aids community transmission as well. So those boundaries must be adhered to as well.